Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our subject is School, Community and Teacher. It is lecture number 14 and today the topic is Role of School in Socialization Process. Outlines of today's lectures are meaning of socialization, definition of socialization, process and socialization, role of schools in process of socialization, function of school and conclusion. First of all, we see that what is meant by socialization. The term socialization refers to a general process, but socialization always takes place in specific context. Socialization is culturally specific. People in different cultures are socialized differently to hold different beliefs and values and to behave in different ways. Sociologists try to understand socialization, but they do not rank different schemes of socialization as good or bad. So they study practices of socialization to determine why people behave the way that they do. In other words, we can say that socialization is the process of internalizing the norms and ideologies of society. So socialization encompasses both learning and teaching and is thus the means by which social and cultural continuity are attained. Socialization, also spelled socialization, is the term used by sociologists, social psychologists, anthropologists, political scientists and educationalists to refer to the lifelong process of inheriting and disseminating norms, customs, values and ideologies, providing an individual with the skills and habit necessary for participating within their own society. Socialization is strongly connected to developmental psychology. Humans need social experiences to learn their culture and to survive. Socialization essentially represents the whole process of learning throughout the life courses and is the central influence on behavior, beliefs and actions of adults as well as of children. Socialization may lead to desirable outcomes, sometimes labeled moral, as regard the society where it occurs. Individual views are influenced by society's consensus and usually tends toward what that society finds acceptable or normal. Socialization provides only a partial explanation for human beliefs and behaviors, maintaining that agents are not blank slates predetermined by their environment. Scientific research provides evidence that people are shaped by both social influences and genes. Socialization generally refers to the process of social influence through which a person acquires a culture or subculture of their group. And in the course of acquiring these cultural elements, the individual's self and personality are shaped. So socialization therefore addresses two important problems of social life and problems of societal continuity and the problems of individual development. Socially, sociology has tended to emphasize the latter more than the former by focusing on the development of self and identities and the internalization of roles, motives and values. Socialization is thus the mean by which social and cultural continuity are attained. Sociological perspectives on socialization have been shaped largely by the two major theoretical orientations. What were those? And structure functionalism, which views socialization largely as the learning of social values, and symbolic interactionalism, which emphasizes the development of self and identities. So, the act of adopting behavior to the norms of culture or society is called socialization. Now, what is the definition? If we talk about socialization, so socialization is a process that introduces people to social norms and customs. This process helps individuals function well in society and in turn helps society run smoothly. Family members, teachers, religious leaders and peers all play a role in the person's socialization. So there are different definitions like Demetrius. He said that the lifelong process by which an individual becomes the proper member of society and develops human characteristics. Machiavelli, he said that socialization is the process through which social beings develop relationships and association with each other. So further we can explain that this process typically occurs in two stages. Primary socialization takes place from birth through adolescence and secondary socialization continues throughout one's life. Adult socializations may occur whenever people find themselves in new circumstances, especially those in which they interact with individuals whose norms or customs differs from theirs. During socialization, a person learns to become a member of the group, community or society. So this process not only accustoms people to social groups but also results in such groups sustaining themselves. For example, a new sorority members gets an insider's look at the customs and traditions of Greek organization. As the year passes, the members can apply the information she has learned about the sorority, and when newcomers join, allowing the groups to carry on its traditions. On a macro level, socialization ensures that we have a process through which the norms and customs of society are transmitted. Socialization teaches people what is expected of them in a particular group or situations. So it is a form of social control. So socialization has numerous goals for youth and adults alike. It teaches children to control their biological impulses, such as using a toilet instead of wetting their pants or bed. The socialization process also helps individuals develop a conscience aligned with social norms and prepares them to perform various roles. Now, what is the role of school in process of socialization? We all know that school is an important part of the society. It is known as social organization because it is the school which provides an exposure to educate and it prepares the students to occupy social roles according to their capacities after receiving the school. So school is considered a second home for the students because it is a school wherein students passes most of the time of his day, and this is utilized in form of learning. Every educand learns about social life, social norms and social beliefs, and he will be produced as a social being. So in schools, the process of socialization, schools plays a very significant role. Its functions are the different functions. Maybe we can, the first and foremost function of the school is to transmit knowledge and skills to the younger generation. So in the process of socialization, the younger generation can utilize the knowledge and skills. They are become aware about social rights, rules, regulations and social beliefs, so that they live according to their own ideas and knowledge. So overall, the school is an important part of society. It is known as social organization, because it is a school which provides an exposure to educants and it prepares the students to occupy social roles according to their capacities after receiving the schools. And school is considered as the second home for the student, because it is school where an student passes most of the time of his day, and this is utilized in form of learning. Every educator learns about social life, social norms and social beliefs. So in the process of socialization, schools play a very significant role. If we further explain that the students develop thinking skills or into the schools, or in other words we can say that schools develop thinking skills of the students. Recreation lies on their behavior. School keeps the moral power of the society, secure and also maintain social heritage of the society, and this social heritage is handed on the following generation by the school. So it brings awareness in an individual about moral power of society and social heritage. So school protects the historical continuity of society. It performs the function of acquiring the new generation with ancient myth and legends and maintaining the patterns of behaviors in the form of tradition and customs. So students become aware about ancient myth and legends and behavior, thereby they behave in a particular social way. By performing drama, the school is like a family, a social institution which socializes the individual and provides him some experience and social control. So therefore the individual will learn to accept the kind of social control that is imposed on him in school, and will also demand similar social control from society for this reason. So this is a great insistence in democratic countries that the atmosphere in the school should be democratic, and we find the democratic climate in school around us. So which acquaints students with democratic norms of social control, which is very important in the process of socialization. The students learn how to live with democratic norms and how to behave with each other with the help of a process of socialization. So school fosters all-round development of personality, students physical, mental, emotional and social. So school involves all students in different co-curricular activities, so that students develop typically physically, mentally and socially. For example, curricular activities like puzzles, games, group discussions, sport related to the curriculum. So school develops students physically skills, and co-curricular or extra activities including debates, elocutions, competitions, drawing, etc. So it develops individual differences and particular skills to educants. They also develop social leadership qualities and then other political leadership traits, for example, which indirectly help people, other individuals to be social, being that mean every individuals are socialized by such activities. So school provides social environment also before children by organizing students annuals, social service camp, social functions and parents teacher associations, so that all the society desirable values, namely sympathy, cooperation, tolerance, social awakening and discipline in them. So school develops social dealing in all children. School works under the light of social ideals and develops the child with reference to such ideas and aims. So school encourages children to come in active contact with the libraries and youth welfare countries organized by the community or government. So the miniature school life is brought into active and lively contact with wider world outside. That means school provides a conducive climate. The headmasters and teachers allow freedom to the students, which makes them more responsible. They impart knowledge of social customs and traditions and develop values of society among students. All about school roles, and here we can see that there are From home, there is a social integration, socialization, social and cultural innovations, school placement. So, knowledge of the basic intellectual skills such as reading, writing, verbal expressions, quantitative and other cognitive abilities. Education teaches language well, how people communicates with each other according to the position in society. And cultural achievements of one society, opportunities to acquire social and vocational abilities which are necessary in order to make one a social, useful and economically productive member of the society. So, gender role is there as perceived as suitable role by the society, and educational system socialize students to become members of the society to play a meaningful role in the complex network of independent positions. So, education helps in shaping value and attitudes to the needs of contemporary society, and education widens the mental horizon of people and teaches them new way of looking at themselves and their society. So, education teaches how to share things and ideas. Education teaches how to compete responsibilities. Schooling teaches how to cooperate. Now, there are some function of schools. The first and foremost function of school is to transmit knowledge and skills to the younger generation. So, in the process of socialization, the younger generation can utilize the knowledge and skills. They become aware about social rights, rules, regulations and social believers, so that they live according to their own ideas and knowledge. If I were to ask you, what did you learn in school? What would you say? Would you tell me about the subject knowledge you gained and the classes you attended? Would you talk about the time you spent with friends and your participation in extracurricular activities? So, schools are certainly act as a transmitter of knowledge and academic skills like reading, writing and arithmetic. But they also serve other functions in our society as well. And these can be categorized and manifest or latent functions. All schools impart knowledge of 3 R's: reading, writing and arithmetic, which helps students to skillfully manage the household affairs and also matters concerning everyday life. These triple R's are converted into 7 R's, like reading, writing, arithmetic, relationship, responsibilities, recreation, only through school education, because it makes educand familiar about social responsibility as a social being. So, they develop thinking skills, so recreation lies in their behavior. School protects the historical continuity of society. It performs the function of acquainting the new generation with ancient myth and legend and maintaining the patterns of behavior in the form of tradition and customs. So, students become aware about ancient myths and legends and behavior, thereby they behave in particular social way next by performing trauma. The school is like a family, a social institution which socializes the individual and provides him some experience in the social control. Therefore, the individual will learn to accept the kind of social control that is imposed on him in school, and will also demand similar social control from society for this reason. So, this is a great resistance in democratic countries, that the atmosphere in the school should be democratic. School fosters all-round development of personality students, physically, mentally, emotionally and socially. And school involves all students in different co-curricular activities, so that like puzzles, games, group discussions, sport related to the curriculum, which develops student physically, socially, mentally and thinking skills, and co-curricular or extra activities including debates, elocutions, competition, drawing, and develop individual differences and particular skills to educants. They also develop social leadership qualities, other political leadership traits, which indirectly help every individuals to be a social being. That mean every individuals are socialized by such activities. The school provides social environment before children by organizing the students union, social service camp, social functions, and parents teacher associations. So all the socially desirable values, namely sympathy, cooperation, tolerance, social awakening, and disciplines are developed in them. And schools works under the light of social ideals and develop the child with reference to the such ideals. And AIMS schools encourages children to come in active contact with the libraries and youth welfare countries organized by the community. The miniature school life is brought into active and lively contact with wider world outsides. That means school provides a conducive climate. So the headmaster and teachers allow freedom to the students, which make them more responsible. They impart knowledge of the social custom and traditions and develop value of the society among students. So if we conclude that Froebel said that school is a garden, teacher is a gardener, and student is a tender plant. Thus we can say that school plays an important role in process of socialization. That was all about this lecture today. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.